Hello and welcome to this lecture. This time around, I'm going to be showing you a nice accounting tool for your translation work. Agencies you work with might also use this tool. First of all, let me tell you, it's called CATCount, and you can get it at www.catcount.com. Very easy to remember. And then once you're there, you click download your free copy today, and that's up to you, the let's stay in touch part where you give for the newsletter, and then you just download it, the exe, and it's going to download. I've already have it on the computer, so that's why I have the one here. Okay, so that's how you go ahead and get the program. Let me minimize that. And I have it on my desktop here as well, and in my programs under CATCount. Okay, well, what does it do? Basically, what it does is it's easier to show you here when it's loaded up. You'll see here that if you ever get a log, a word count log from a client, or if you're a project manager and you send them, you have things like no match values, and then your fuzzies going all the way up to the top to the 100%, and the repetitions. You can see, for example, let's say I'm a freelancer and I charge 8 cents per word. Well, that 8 cents per word is going to be applied to my no matches, of course, because I'm translating those from scratch. My agency, has a pretty large translation memory, and they don't want to pay me the 8 cents for things that are partially translated. So what they'll do is they'll create a CATCount scheme, which all that does is that changes these numbers here, and that'll tell the percentage of how much of that 8 cents that I'm paid as these go up. So for anything that matches between 75 and 84, I'd be paid at 60% and on up. Sometimes the 100% in repetitions aren't paid, so that could be put as 0. What's great about CATCount is that it comes with some sample schemes. So if you go to scheme, and this is important too for when you create your own, you go to scheme and then load. I've already found the location here on the computer, but I went to my computer and then the local disk, and see programs, and then CATCount, and your schemes folder will be here. I'm going to load the example.cat, and there you go with your example scheme. Okay, so what values do we put in here? Well, I have a sample log that my client has sent me, and it tells me the categories that match up with CATCount. Okay, we're concerned with the words section here. So to make it easier to see, I'll align CATCount up with that. And here you can see the total, and then you have 0 to 74. Usually from 0 to 74, those are considered no matches. So for that we'll just put 2126. For 75 to 84, there are 91. For 85 to 94, there are 41, and then there's 7, 269, and 186 repetitions. Okay, so what that did is it tells me my CATCount is what I would multiply times my rate to figure out what I would get paid. That way you're not, calculating, there's so many fuzzies and that's half my rate, half that rate of 8 cents, and multiply that by 4. This way you get a nice number that you could just multiply once and be able to either pay a translator or send out a bill to your client. Okay, so I've loaded that up, and I can also click on output and export this cat count. So I can view it as a file, kind of like this, where I'd see a cat count result at the bottom. Okay, and if you if you start from 0 here and you create your own scheme, you can go to scheme and save as, or you can load a scheme that someone has sent you. And the great part about CATCount here is that it is a free tool. They actually want you to share it, so it's a free tool, and you can use it for your accounting needs. Remember, we're concerned with the words section, and you would just type them in, and there you have your CATCount result. So that's a little bit about CATCount. Remember, it's catcount.com to get this free tool. Thank you very much for watching this lecture. I hope to see you in the next one.